Well, Tuesday. Beginning my last few days at Operation Mincemeat tonight. Friday will be my last, and then off to P-Town with my sister, lesbian Teresa Hipkins, for our week, thank God. Then back home to reacclimate and start tech on ragtime. I am so grateful. So, tonight, my high school friend, Bonnie, and her husband, Bob, are coming to see Mincemeat, and we're going to get together afterwards. Here's the story. I don't know if I ever gave you the deep dive story on that time that I was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Bonnie's husband, Bob, produced the show, the Coming Out of Our Shells tour, which was at the beginning of the 90s. It was a big, it played Radio City Music Hall, it played big spaces. It was a first national tour. Now, first national tours, they don't happen as much anymore. I think Lion King is still a first national, Wicked, Book of Mormon maybe, but most touring shows now are a lesser contract. First national is the big money. It's the kind of thing of you have to give people an incentive to leave town. Why would I want to go on the road for a year or two or seven? You have to pay me to do that, and first nationals were the way to do that. You could live off of your weekly per diem and bank that paycheck and come off the road years later and buy a house down, just outright. So anyways, this Turtles went out as the first national tour. So while it is out on the road, Bonnie calls me to say, hey, listen, they're sending the 4 understudy turtle suits back to New York City to be in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I'm going to do it. Do you want to do it? Yeah, I want to do it. So we, 4 of us, I don't remember who the other 2 people were, rode in that. If you remember back in the day, the parade had that silver rocket ship, like a 4-seater silver rocket ship thing. And we rode in that down the parade route, waving in these huge turtle suits, and then got out in front of Macy's and just to a track, just bopped around. I don't remember because the costumes had remote control, a battery pack in your back, and the head had remote control, so your eyes blinked and your mouth could open and close. I don't even think that we had that going on, but I don't remember. Did the parade, what a gas. Thanks, Bonnie. So much fun. Flash forward a few months. Hey, listen, they're doing it again. They're sending the suits to go to Miami. Blockbuster Video had the Blockbuster Bowl football game, and we're in the halftime show. You want to go be in the half? Yeah, let's go. Go to Miami, bop around. So much fun. One more time, Seattle for something to do with Nickelodeon. Okay, great. Yeah, sure. Then, it must have been the next summer. I think that the national tour had wrapped up by then. And that national tour had the 4 Turtles, April O'Neil, Cub Reporter, Evil Shredder, Master Splinter, they're like sensei, and an ensemble of people that played ninjas and sensei's people and. So, flash forward, they're putting out a second tour, a scaled-down tour, just the 4 Turtles and Shredder, the Evil Shredder, and April the Reporter, and everything else will be on video. It's a cut-down version, an hour-long version, that's going to play all the 6 Flag parks for the summer. Do you want to do it? Fuck yeah. So without auditioning, I'm going to go to LA and rehearse and do this 3 months, all the 6 Flag tours in summer tour. Okay, Bonnie's not doing it. I'm doing it. I get to LA. That's when I find out that the show itself is a hip-hop show. I mean, hey, Bill. It is a hip-hop show. I barely dance. I frustrate more choreographers back in the day. Oh, I'm not good. And this is freaking the Running Man and the Roger Rabbit and the Cabbage Patch. And I am so over my head. But I'm trying. And I'm going back to my hotel room at night and I'm working on these steps, but oh God, I'm not. Oh, I'm failing. I'm failing. Also, we were told, because the costume all said and done is 34 pounds, 7-pound head, 10-pound battery in your back, and somebody off stage running the remotes. Because the original Turtles, they had shells on their backs. And with the shells, they were hunched over hip-hop so they got rid of the shells and put them in denim vests. So the tour was called the Coming Out of Their Shells Tour, and the Turtles literally had no shells. Denim vests and puffy leg warmers and big white Reeboks and big muscly muscle suits. It was wild. Look for video of it. It's out there. Wild. The other thing was, originally they were speaking the lines, and in those costumes with everything, it sounded like, dude, so cool, dude. So they had to cut that and pre-record everybody. So by the time we get it, we've got the same tracks from the first tour, and we're just going to be remote control running our mouths while we just move our bodies around. And the other thing is, because of that suit being so big, a move that has to look like this is going to read like this. So it has to be this. So every move in the show is huge. I was never so fit. You're inside of a fitness machine. So I am trying. We were also told from day one, wear every single piece of clothing you have, every sweatshirt you can put on, get used to sweating balls in this, because you're gonna. So get used to. And once we hit the road, there are those huge, a fan, that's like a 7-foot diameter fan on the sides of the stage. And if you have to go off stage before passing out and throw your body up in front of it, do it. And we did, one at a time, before, passing out. I never passed out. I came close. The other thing is, there's part of the show where we leave the stage and Shredder has the stage alone, and we go to Turtle Land, which was as near to the stage as they could put it, and it was triage. Buckets of ice and chairs. And you would tell your local dresser, dump the ice down my back. I am not kidding you. Dump the ice down my back. It was brutal hot. So all of this is going on, and we're doing our tour. Mind you, we end up in Houston in August, and these venues are outside. If you've been to the Six Flags parks, the big venue that seats thousands and thousands of people, outside. Fucking hot. So I'm doing this. I had a ball, but oh my God, it was a brutal job. And the thing is, at the end of the show, very rarely does anybody have a special appearance to meet the Turtles after a show. And if it was, it would be like one of us would bite the bullet and be the person to stay in a costume to meet somebody. And I'm telling you, the child that you'd be meeting would be either the mayor's child or a child that is extremely sick. Yeah. Because other than that, we're just too fucked up after doing that damn show. God, it was a trip. But we had more stupid fun on stage. We were dopes. April O'Neil, live person, just wearing clothes and a wig. We used to get behind her in scenes where we're have her arm around her. We would take our big 3-fingered rubber hands and try to undo her bra through layers of clothes. She's getting jerked around by turtles who are on click track, and we're just trying to get her fucking bra open. We're so mean. There was one point where the Shredder goes off stage. He's also on live mic. And we're out there doing a scene. Dude, blah, 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 blah. We hear the track. And then you hear his mic, and what you hear is, what the fuck? What the fuck was in my dressing room? What the fuck are my pants? What the fuck? What the fuck moved my stuff? What the fuck? And it went on and on. There's 7,000 families in front of us. And all you hear is the Shredder going, what the fuck, over and over again. It's amazing. What other wonderful things? In LA, the park right outside of LA in Valencia had one of the first above suspended roller coasters called the Ninja. Donatello, I was, just before you asked, I was Donatello, dudes, keyboards. Ga, with my 3 fingers on keyboards. Because we played instruments and hip hop danced. It was a big rock and roll concert show. That's what we did. You gotta fight to be free. You gotta fight for what is right. Had a number about surfing in the subways called Tubin. Surfing subterranean Tubin. There was a song called Pizza Power. Oh my God. Anyway. Me and April O'Neil are gonna dedicate this roller coaster. So we have to do this thing where the strap that goes over your shoulders can't go over my head. So I have to hold up black cloth around me. We're doing this with a group of kids are gonna, dedicate this roller coaster. Us and these kids. They have to hide me behind a shroud of black, sit me down, take my head off, put the harness on, put the thing, so I'm already like this. Then the people that built the costume said, wait, if you put him on that roller coaster and the wind, the air force hitting the front of that mask, it's gonna rip the skin off the mask. So they made me ride like this. I had to ride a roller coaster like this. And there was a picture in the paper of April. Her wig is nearly flying off. She's holding the side of my head. I'm in crash position. I was so mad. I was like, I look like a wimp. Donatello's not a wimp. We all got very, very defensive about our costumes. We would go to Kmart and see us on lunchboxes. Dude, look at me on this lunchbox. That's not you. That's not me. But we all felt very protective of no, it's me. Anyways, my summer of being a turtle. Oh, and the day in the rehearsal studio that I finally got the Running Man, a great cheer went up in the land. Dudes, it was a lot. It was a lot, but a lot of fun. Anyway, my friend Bonnie and her husband Bob are going to come see Mincemeat tonight. I'm going to get together with them and have some dinner and probably rehash on some turtle memories from days of old. So anyways, there's your story. All right, dudes. Cowabunga.